Barnes, and I have a pretty audacious yet simple plan to change the world, or at least part of it, and I need your help for the first step. Now, the ultimate goal is to live in a tiny house while building structures for others and operating a mobile food kitchen. Want to help me get started? Now, the face of homelessness and the working poor has changed drastically since the housing bubble burst. I want to be a part of the solution, and building this tiny house is the first step. This is going to be a life-altering endeavor, and not just for me. I also know that this is not a universal solution, but it is part of the solution. What I love about crowdfunding is that we can all be involved in a project like this, even if we're already busy or don't have the bandwidth to take on another project. We can be involved by helping each other's efforts. Now, if you still want to get up and do something, that's awesome. Go for it. But if you'd rather not, or if you're still in a phase where you're learning and you're trying to figure out what you want to do, you can help me. Let's get this off the ground and you can come along for the ride. I promise I'll do all the work. The first step is going to be building this tiny house that I'll live in, and there's lots of reasons for that. First, this will be my home. It'll allow me to cut my living expenses down to a point where building additional structures is financially feasible. Plus, it'll help me be mobile, so I can work wherever I'm needed. Second, this will be my home office. Much of what I do is online, so I can work from the road. I'll also be a mobile food kitchen. This means I can keep working crews fed, as well as taking care of the people that we're building these structures for. Now, there's a lot of regulations to consider, but I'm designing this tiny house with those in mind. I'll also be able to use my home as a model or example of what we'd like to build for people. Now, granted, this will be the example of what's possible, and we'll scale that back to whatever's feasible for any particular build. Now, I don't want to understate how important it is that this is my testing ground. This is where I learn what not to do. This is where I make mistakes and redesign. It's also where I incorporate both on and off-grid systems for water and power. The best learning is doing, right? We can do this all over the country. We can do it all over the world. But let's start here at home. Let's take care of our own, take care of each other, and see what that looks like.